After searching the internet, I realized there are very few tutorials on advanced page transitions. I don't know why people keep ignoring it because it is something that can give your website a whole new identity. So in today's video, I built a page transition. I'm sorry I forgot the name of the website that inspired it, but I saw this effect over a year ago. Back then when I was trying to learn this kind of transition, there was absolutely no one who could teach or explain it. That's exactly why I started this channel, to break down complex animations and make them accessible. If this helped you, don't forget to subscribe. Before we jump in, just a quick prerequisite. Install this package on your Next.js app and make sure you are on the latest Next.js version. That's all. Let's get started. There is nothing special in my layout.js, I've just imported a few fonts, that's all. On the home page, I'm directly using a full screen green section with display flex to center everything. Inside the full screen section, I have a div with max width of 7 pixels, and inside that div, there is a h1 for the text. The h1 uses a 16 pw font size with a soft white color, centered alignment and tighter letter spacing and line height. The homepage layout is done. Now let's move on to the service page layout. Here as well, we are creating a full screen section with red background and flex column layout. Inside the section, I am creating a h1 and applying the same style as the homepage h1, but this time with darker shade. Just below the h1, I added a paragraph. Keep the font size small and give it a bit of top margin. With that, we have completed the service page layout. Now that we are done with the layouts, let's move on and start building the navigation bar. First, I am creating a nav element and giving it a fixed position with inset 0, so it stays sticky at the top of the window. Inside it, I am creating a div with display flex and gap of 8 to place the navigation links. Now comes the most important part. I am using the link from the next view transitions and creating two links, one for home and one for services. Now inside layout.js, first I import the nav component. After that, I wrap the entire application with view transition, which comes from next view transitions. Now, as you can see, there is already a smooth transition when we change the route. Now let's go back to the nav component and add some additional functionality. I am using usePathName hook from Next Navigation to get the current route. After that, I am creating a function called handleClick to make sure that if we click on the navigation link for the same route, the transition won't trigger. Finally, on the link component, I pass the href and attach the handleClick function, so it runs when the link is clicked. Inside the appear component, we will create our text animation. This part is completely optional, so you can skip it if you want. The appear component takes children and an optional delay value, which defaults to 0. I am wrapping the children inside a div and attaching a ref to it. Now I am creating a use effect, and the first thing I do is check if container ref exists. If it doesn't, I just return. After that, I am importing gsap and split text to handle the text animation. Here I am creating a new split text instance on the container, splitting the text by lines and using line masks. First, I am setting all the split lines below their original position using y%110. Then I animate back them up to y%5 with a small stagger and smooth easing. And finally, I am also passing the optional delay value so we can control when the animation starts. Finally, I am returning a cleanup function that reverts the split text setup when the component unmounts or updates. And in the dependency array, I am adding children and delay, so the effect reruns whenever the text or the delay value changes. Now I am simply wrapping all the text inside the appear component, so the animation can run. I forgot to add useClient in the nav component, so I am doing that now. And I am also importing useRef in the appear component. Now let's move on to the final part, the page transition effect. First, I am disabling the default view transition animations for both the old and new state of the route. After that, I am setting the z-index of the old view transition to 1, For the new view transition, I'm setting a higher z-index and applying an SVG mask. The mask starts at 0% size, centered and doesn't repeat. Now I'm defining a mask reveal keyframe animation. It starts with the mask at 0 size from the bottom, then scales it up at the middle, and finally expands it to fully reveal the page. Lastly, I apply the mask reveal animation with a duration of 1.5 seconds. A smooth cubic bezier easing and forwards, so the final state is preserved. And I'm also passing a delay to the text animation, so it stays properly in sync with the page transition. And finally, we achieved one of the most unique page transition on the internet. So that's it for the video. If it helped you, let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next one.